my question is pretty simple. How do I start from nothing and try to buy a home? So I just managed to get my credit score up. I haven't even gotten a credit card yet or anything like that. And I'm working with cryptocurrency and stocks and everything like that. I'm trying to build up my portfolio. My portfolio is positive right now. And in paper trading, I made about 10K. So where do I go from here realistically? What is realistically the next step? If you can, I guess hit me back. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephen. Great question. So I'm glad to hear that you are positive. Obviously, you're doing paper trading, so you're learning, right? So you're putting pen to paper and you're focusing on how I can turn some short-term profits into long-term gains. I think eventually you're going to want to obviously start to use some of your own money. There's two things, right? If you don't have any money, well, you need money to invest in real estate, right? The bottom line is you're going to need money. And so how do you do that? Well, as I mentioned earlier in the show, if you were listening to my phone call with Lamont, then you're going to want to try to partner up with some friends, some business partners that you can come together with and maybe pool some of your money. Maybe each of you are putting in $10,000, $15,000 or $5,000, and you're getting that money that you can situate for like a $40,000, $45,000 down payment on a rental property that can start to cash flow. That's a great way to get started, right? So that the liability leverage is spread out over multiple people. That's one way to do it. The other thing I will say is, and I've mentioned this on other shows, if you don't have money, there are three things you need in real estate investing, right? There's money. You need money to invest. You need people. You need a good team of people or just a group that can push you in the right directions. And you need a great deal. You need a property, right? And so, if you don't have money, then you're going to have to go to real estate meetup groups. You're going to have to find other people, and you've got to bring something to the table. So this is where, look, if it was this easy, everyone would do it, right? So what are you going to bring to the table? Are you going to bring grit and determination and perseverance? It sounds like that's the type of person you are, Stephen, given the fact that you're studying and working and learning and pushing and learning how to become an investor, right? So sounds like you have that adrenaline, right? That the wherewithal to do that. So maybe that's the skill that you bring to the table, right? And so when you go to a local real estate meetup group and you're developing these relationships, or maybe you have a group of peers that you're friends with that you want to start investing, maybe a couple of your friends have the money, but they don't have the time to find deals. Well, maybe that's where you step in. You say, look, I don't have the money, but I do have the time. And so you have to build these relationships. And what a value do you bring to the table? If you don't want to go the partnership route, or you just don't want to go that route, then again, I would say focus on these small term wins that you're doing right now, whether it's in the crypto space or stocks, and you're taking those small term profits, right? But you've got to convert those, in my opinion, to long-term buy and hold real estate as the ultimate hedge against inflation and as the ultimate store of value. And as, to me, the greatest way to build and preserve wealth of any asset that's available is in real estate investing. So I would say, trying to find ways that you can turn that. And it doesn't have to take long. Turn that $200 into $500, that $500 into $1,000, and that $1,000 into $5,000. And through that steady investing, taking those profits and then rolling those into real estate investing, that's really the way to do it. You may also want to consider, Steve and I didn't even bring this up, but I've got full videos here on the channel where you might find that there's untapped money available for you that you just haven't even thought about. Whether it's in retirement accounts that you can borrow from, whether it's in an old IRA from a company that you left a number of years ago, it's just been sitting there. Well, you can use that as leverage. So there are ways, whether it's a 401k, an old IRA, to actually pull some of that money together to start to build wealth as well. So anyway, I hope I've given you some ideas that maybe can spark you in the right direction. And ultimately, if you literally are like, I have no money and I want to start figuring out how to get money. Susan Lassiter-Lyons, a good friend of ours, a good friend of the show, a brilliant investor. She's done billions of dollars in deals. She wrote a great book a number of years ago called Getting the Money by Susan Lassiter-Lyons. I check that book out because she walks you through step by step, like if you have no money, how to start building the relationships, the pitch sheet, the finding the deals, all of those things to pitch to investors that they're going to be able to bring you the money, basically. So it's a great book. And again, if you have the ambition and you have the drive, then I think you can absolutely do it, Stephen. So thanks for the question. If you'd like to ask a question here on the show, please go to morrisinvest.com/Clayton. Click on the button and leave us like a 30-second voicemail question so we can answer it here. And if you would like to take the plunge and get your first real estate investment done for you, fully done for you, just go to our website at morrisinvest.com and click on the book a call button and jump on the phone with one of our team members. They'll walk you through exactly what we do, the funding options we have in place from our different banks that we work with, and show you the different new construction properties that hopefully would be right for you as an investment. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, everyone.